Snowface Bigfoot, and welcome to my pickups video for Wednesday, June 12, 2019. And I just picked up a retro console and also some magazines I want to show off that I've received over the last 6 weeks. This is what I picked up on Sunday in Fargo at Rock 30 Games. Woohoo! Sega Dreamcast. This was the last console Sega ever manufactured and produced. It was also the first console of the modern generation to have better graphics at home than it was in the arcade. This was kind of basically the arcade killer right here. Whatever arcades that were left over were gone mainly because of this console right here. And I remember purchasing Soul Calibur, Sonic Adventure, and NFL 2K, which actually was the first game I had ever played online, and I had to play it over a dial-up modem. But it was an incredible game, especially for its time. It was actually way better than Madden was because the way the game was set up. The controls were much better, more options, but if I remember, there was not a franchise mode for multiple years. Anyway, the controller, they had VMU units for this. And also Dreamcast ran on Windows, which at that time was considered to be excellent because it meant the console would be much more efficient. And the Dreamcast is probably one of my favorite consoles of all time, probably top 2. And they already had a lot of other games that came out for it as well when it came out. 15 games. I remember Hydro Thunder was another one, which of course was a game based on water-based racing. Anyway, here are the magazines I picked up. Throwback zines for the Atari 2600. Issue number 10. Complete Guide to the Raiders of the Lost Ark. There's also a thing on Puyan and also short reviews on movie games. This also gives you strategy, complete strategy for the game, completely how to beat the game, gives you history on it. And then it also talks about Puyan for about 5 or 6 pages. So, classic arcade game, classic game on the Atari. Also, Who You Gonna Call on issue number 11? Ghostbusters. Now, this doesn't take up the whole issue here, but it gives you, again, how to beat the game. It analyzes the game, gives a good review on it. Also, the insane artwork of Imagic. So, games like Demon Attack, which was basically like Phoenix in the arcade. And then finally, one of the top 3 sports games on the Atari 2600, Real Sports Volleyball. It simulated beach volleyball. You could get a shark in there, and also the sun could set, which would actually get rid of the shadow, so it'd be harder to get to the ball. You could also set up the game where you could just go back and forth, or you could set up. It had spiking on there. The one thing that was not good about it, you could only control for the upper half, and then there's a player in the lower half. So you can only control one at a time. And also it's based on the old scoring system of 15 points. You can only score a point if you're serving the ball before they went to the 25-point system, which I believe was in the early 90s or whatever. Anyway, just the other game I picked up, Taito Legends 2. Just found out, I actually have it in my stash already, but who cares? That gives me 2 copies. Alright, first off, latest copy of Nintendo Force Super Mario Maker 2, and this time it's going to have hills, and I believe Super Mario World from the oh my god, I almost said PlayStation, from the Super Nintendo. This also talks about Super Smash Brothers, the addition of a new character, Joker, and no, I'm not talking about from Batman. They also have a cartoon in here where they confuse Batman. Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. Anyway, from Persona 5. Anyway, it talks about Pokemon, and there's also a retro. It talks about the Virtual Boy. Boy, was that a miserable failure. I only played this twice, and that was at Toys R Us. Back when it was at his old location, back on Midlothian Turnpike, of course. That's also shut down because the company went out of business. Anyway, Ultimate Marvel 3 poster. And on the back, Super Mario Maker 2. If I'm going too fast, you can always hit that pause button. Anyway, here we go. Now, for PlayStation Magazine, the one that came out a few months ago, the Janet Jackson edition, Control. Okay, so I'm joking about Janet Jackson. It's a game where you have, I'm not sure it was a detective or whatever, but she's just, she gets a pair of guns or whatever, and then, was it psychokinesis and all that other stuff. This magazine, actually I've read it already. Even in preview of Samurai Showdown and then Elder Scrolls Online Elsewhere. I played Elder Scrolls Online for a while, but the combat sucks. And then there's a feature on Days Gone in here, as well as Control. So I've already read this magazine, or this issue. It's actually pretty good. So I want to wait till Days Gone goes on sale for $20. So, and then there's some reviews in here. Again, Devil May Cry. This is the one I wanted to show you. They gave the game 9 out of 10, and I just purchased it online. So I think for $35, so that's an excellent deal. But if you want to get the Platinum Trophy, well, good luck with that. It's considered one of the hardest on PlayStation, so if you're a Devil May Cry god, good luck. It's probably one of the hardest ones outside of Darius Burst. Okay, here we go. Days Gone poster. Okay, now the latest issue, which I have not read yet, features Wolfenstein Youngblood, which I believe is the protagonist, his two twin daughters, which I think takes place in Paris in the 80s. So this game was featured recently in E3, which is still going on. And they give you all the characters right here. So that's the headline. Now I haven't read this issue yet, so, and then here's one of my other favorite games, Earth Defense Force, Iron Rain. Very corny type games. Not as notorious as the Armament series on the PlayStation and PS2, but alright. And then if I remember, at the back of the issue, they talk about Final Fantasy X. And I'll be honest, it's one of the few Final Fantasies I've never played. And I really didn't like it. Even my best friend was playing it. I hated it. And I could tell you a good reason. It just was something, it was too short, and it just didn't compare to 7 or 9. Maybe it's just because I haven't played it. Maybe I should try it out one day. And this is what also came with it. The toughest PlayStation quiz book ever. Never knew one existed, so maybe this is the only one out there. One of the questions was about the Animus, so I don't think that's too hard if you play Assassin's Creed. Okay, just show you a couple other books that I've received over the last year. Atari 26 Imagine Companion. I've already shown this already. The main games are Atlantis, Cosmic Ark, and Demon Attack. Also, Activision Companion. This gives review of all the Activision games that came out for the Atari 2600. Now this is one I have not read yet. It's been sitting on my bookcase for about a year. And if you know anything about Activision, they were the first third party ever. And this is before they came out with all the first person shooters. This is when they were a really good company and they were for the employees. Games like River Raid, Pitfall, Dolphin, Sequest. Oh yeah, Decathlon and Hero. Hero is one of my favorite games. Also, Unsubscribed by Lord Carnage, Classic Game Room Channel. Really good book. Alright, and I got my Bible here. Alright. Yeah, I'm not very religious, but I still read it from here and there. Okay, well, that concludes this edition of Pickups. It was very quick. The next one I should have plenty of retro games to talk about. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. Also, hit the thumbs up if you like the video. And even if you don't, leave some feedback. Don't say, oh, this video sucks. Give me some feedback, please. Anyway, thanks for watching. And again, take care.